Hydrate yourself, please do. I just saw the beach. It looked like Puerto Rico, to be honest. I have family out there right now. All right, so Libra. Libra, I feel like y'all are having good good activations or good times. Like, it's almost like there's people around you that are experiencing certain like hardships, but you're finally coming into a space of like, there's been good news after good news after good news, like that's been surrounding you at this time period, while like maybe others around you, maybe you've been feeling called or have been called to like be more in a space of like navigating others through certain situations, or being fortunate enough to like help others. But because I was gonna say, be mindful of your like people pleasing things, Libra, right? But this doesn't feel like that per se. All right, so what is this energetic Libra energy for this new moon in Taurus, y'all? There could be a doctor's appointment coming up that for some news. Not sure. Which is interesting because this is like the Ten of Swords, but then it says everything is fine. Which is interesting. Oh, wait, is this deck twice? Oh. Okay, so everything is fine. I guess if there was a doctor's appointment or something, because like, literally, I can't make this up. I didn't realize. I'm like, this is the Ten of Swords. What? But it's saying everything is fine. So there could be like certain... That's a message for someone. If there's something going on, this could also be like being in denial, or maybe feeling like depressed and coming out of depression. Or it could be being in denial of certain I don't know. Everything is fine. I mentioned about the doctor stuff. So if that resonates with you, everything is fine. Like if you don't overthink, maybe there's certain fears about health or something. And of course, take that with a grain of thought, because this is a general reading. Like, but I'm just... That was weird. But everything is fine. All right, Libra. New moon and Taurus. It could be that y'all were feeling depressed. Y'all coming out of a depression. Yeah, there's a lot of vitality coming through. Yeah, see, I love this energy. And I know I just pulled y'all's very different from others, but those were the ones that really felt like it needed to come out. Here, there's a lot of happiness here. One more. Libra energy. There's a lot of inner child experiences here too. That's a lot of cards. One, just one. Thank you. Yeah, I like this. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So there can be, maybe somebody is dealing with a form of like anxiety and depression or something like that. There's a lot of overthought. Maybe it's difficult to like sleep at night or something like that, Libra. Y'all have a lot of good cards here. So if you are dealing with some sort of, I would definitely reach out to someone to, you know, for assistance. I also see this person on the phone. They could be scrolling on, like, you know, maybe there's a comparison of some sort, or anxiety. It could be that maybe the, you know, news around you, information, the stuff that you're seeing around you is really causing you into a space of like breathing heavier. This could be like certain news that keeps you anxious, but overall Spirit is saying like everything is fine. It could be maybe, you know, overthinking about the future, keeping you anxious. Or just, you know, maybe your sleeping pattern is not right. So maybe formulating, you know, a new sleep remedy, or turning off certain devices. Maybe, you know, you're always on the device to a certain time and you don't turn it off, so your sleep pattern has been a little bit fucked up or something, right? But nonetheless, this is a lot of beautiful energy here. That's just in the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Wands here with vitality. So if you were in a space of depression and anxiety, or couldn't sleep, and everything is fine now, like you come into a space of like being charged up, right? A spiritual intervention is kind of what I'm seeing here. There's a divine masculine energy that's supporting you in this energy here through this divine intervention here. Moving fast. This is experience. This is flirtatious. This could also be pregnancy coming up here. We do have the Sun card here with happiness, right? So a lot of like, you go from darkness to light. Like, maybe there was someone around you that was like, maybe you had a sense of like needing to leave certain people behind because you experienced betrayal. Or maybe there was just certain, you know, there could have been an anniversary coming up of some tragic event or something like that that was leaving you overthinking. But you found yourself at peace. And there's the Magician card here. Like really in a deep creative process here, an alchemical process, like alchemizing lead into gold, trauma into triumph, like learning to breathe better, maybe getting more sunlight, sun codes, to help you out of the anxiety. Maybe practicing certain breath techniques. So like the square breath, where like you inhale 2, 3, 4, hold your breath 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold the exhale out 2, 3, 4, counting to 4, and continuing that cycle to balance out your breath, balance out the hemisphere of your mind. It could also do deep and long inhales through the nose, going deep down, expanding your belly, and then exhaling slowly out. I would say out the nose, but I was hearing out the mouth. While expanding your arms out, like creating wings in a sense here. To really open up the heart space and the lungs. There could be something in regards to breath, to breathing, and fears around that, anxiety around that. I just see a lot of support. This could be a family member too that maybe, you know, you're worried about, or certain news when it comes down to I'm also getting a fighter, you know, someone who's like fighting. I see a lot of healing. The Magician card is really giving, you know, the ability of knowing that all things are possible. and mindful of words, being open to the magic of miracles, being open to the magic of life. There's a lot of energies happening, like in the bones. There's a lot of crown chakra activity going on, a lot of channeled messages coming through. There's a lot of people that's with certain news in regards to like with health here. And making the best out of life. Tell me about Libra. What energy is supporting Libra or needs to be channeled for Libra here for this new moon? I need to use the bathroom. The sea serpent. That is a cosmic energy. In the bottom of the deck is the spider spirit, which is like the magician card. There's certain illusions here. There's certain certain things here with the sea serpent here. This is definitely about like your words and your sight, clairvoyance, seeing. I am gonna read that one in the from the deck too. Got Libra. I'm just trying to get through these cards before I read. Thank you. Ooh, obsidian. We have spiritual awakening in the bottom of the deck with selenite here. And then we have obsidian. Black obsidian with the shadow. There is a lot of fears. There's a lot of traumas. There could be a lot of pretending that everything is okay. But deep down inside, there's a deep depression. Or there is an acknowledgement that there's a deep depression and saying, you know what, I'm going to do the best that I can do with the life that I have. If it's anything pertaining to health, I feel like this is more fear-based. This is a lot of, you know, we mentioned about forgiveness earlier in here. I feel like there's a lot of that needs to go on. I'm going to read Sea Serpent here. Did I pass it? Yeah. Healing. Yep. Healing emotional wounds. Expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives and in other places it floods. I'm going to read that again. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives and in places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same, like a mother wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. So I love that. I did feel like there was a healing process that needed to happen. It did feel like there is anxiety and depression going on. And definitely a need for forgiveness. I was feeling that strongly here. In the collective reading for the Taurus, there was the energy of motherly and nurturing and stuff like that here. So I mentioned a masculine spirit guide, or a masculine man here. You can be a man and that's needing this healing, or you could be a female and there's a man that is embracing divine feminine energies through healing and being part of helping you through this energy. Working with doing some shadow work and some shadow integration is definitely going to help you come into a lighter space on here. For some of you, you know, there may be a age thing of stubbornness, and you know, for others of you, you know, there is that it's never too late energy. It's never too late, and there is, this is a spiritual awakening happening for multiple generations is kind of what I'm feeling here. There is magic, there is assistance, there is help here. And it's just believing in the miracles, right? Believing in that and expressing more joy, more happiness. I don't know if it was with y'all Libra or if it was me. I think it was Gemini, but I can't recall now if I said it for y'all. I was getting like watching more comedy and like laughing more. I'm not sure if it was with y'all. I can't recall right now. But if not, I'm saying it again now because it's coming up. Like, I think watching comedy and doing some laughing meditations, really charging up the solar plexus to kind of help assist you with working with black obsidian here. Black obsidian is going to absorb the negative energies, and it's going to expose it, but it's also going to expose the negative energies within oneself. And so if you're not ready for that, you know, it's going to be a rude awakening. It's going to be a spiritual awakening. You know what I'm saying? But everything is fine. There's just a need to make sure that maybe you're practicing what you can to express your emotions. So doing some like art therapy, right? You know, going out and having a picnic for yourself. You know, really talking to your friends, right? Reaching out to loved ones. Maybe, you know, connecting with your inner child and what was playful, what was fun for you at those times. Talking about your feelings and allowing yourself to like say, no, I'm allowed to be heard. There could be a throat chakra activation going on. Have you been honest with yourself? It could also be that perhaps you yourself are a dark mirror in other people's life, and so you subconsciously or even consciously trigger the shit out of other people, right? With the Magician card, you could have that like that energy of being like a dark mirror that triggers other people, for them to have to really face their shadows. So, and you, because your light is shining bright into their worlds, in a sense, like your light is casting shadows in places that they are hiding certain like things from, so that the truth can be revealed. So you are acting as a black obsidian to others, in a sense, so that they can drop their mask and really express their true self. Or you encounter these types of people in your life, and now there's coming into that spiritual awakening of that, like deep self-reflection, right? If this is you, like, you are the black mirror to others, you can help other people integrate their shadows into a space of like connecting both with their light and dark, and to be into wholeness and balance, right? Like the Libra scales balance, keeping their hearts light as a feather with emotional intelligence and emotional regulations. helping them be a guide through the shadow, right? Through the journey. And perhaps this is you, and you are feeling called to either have a guide help you through this, or you just go through the journey yourself and you find yourself in this space of constantly just reminding yourself everything is fine, so that, you know, when you're feeling, I would say though, definitely reach out to someone that you love and care, or to a therapist or something, if you are experiencing some sort of mental psychosis or depression, or any mental instability. You do want to reach out for help in those areas, because that's not something to play with, and there is help around you. There's a lot of energy, and you will be taken care of. Everything is going to be fine. But this is also an energy of mastering the mind with the heart, and creating that balancing act. And I love this for you guys, right? Because it's like the same way you are a mirror for others. This is why, like, maybe you had times of like crying and like overthinking, because people didn't really know how to accept you, because they were projecting their insecurities and fears onto you, because you were being a light that was casting a shadow from that which they were trying to hide, that was obstructing the truth to be revealed. And now they have to confront that. And maybe that's just the journey that you have, is to come into people's life, act like a catalyst for their shadows to be confronted, and then you step out. Like, it's coming in and out, and it's like you do have a sense of loyalty, you do have a sense of love, but not everybody's gonna be your friend, not everybody's gonna accept you, not everybody's gonna comprehend that. And so maybe you had a journey as a child as a people pleaser, but you're no longer there no more, and you've come to peace with that. I'm getting like a Hayoke kind of energy, a very clever, very powerful pillar of light here, that also expresses the opposite emotions sometimes to people. It's like the clown with the two faces. What is the final advice for Libra? This could be something that you're going to be uncovering more into your magic too. Libra, if y'all have been like manipulative or lying, that's something to address also, because there's something again with the throat chakra and being honest. And that is part of the shadow, and that's kind of being casted, being revealed into the light within you and everyone around you too. Like, where have you been manipulative at? Where have you been, because this is like, it's a spiritual wit. It's a spiritual, like, awareness of this energy here. And there's nothing wrong per se. Manipulation is a word, and it's a way of how we like move through energy in a sense. So it's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just how are you utilizing that energy. Can I get one final advice for Libra? Thank you. So we have Dove with take a leap of faith, and opportunity knocks. Go for it. So Libra, I was getting, you know, if there's an opportunity that's knocking on your door, don't let your anxiety, don't let, you know, your dark thoughts keep you trapped, right? Allow yourself to break free from that mental entrapment. Allow yourself to see the sun, take that leap of faith like a dove, right? Dove spirit coming through the sea serpent. Express your happiness. Express all your emotions, right? Express the light and the dark. Express yourself fully, unapologetically, and go for it. Whatever opportunity you are waiting on, if there was some news you was waiting on, the news is coming in, and it's a green light. This could also be news coming in, news that you were waiting on coming in, and the answer is yes. This was something that you were manifesting, something that you were calling on. All right. For some of you, this is like moving to another place. For some of you, this is going on a vacation to another place. For some of you, this is making the decision to have a baby, right? For some of you, this is like, and it's like, yeah, go for it. Whatever it is, it's a green light. Spirit is saying go, and allow yourself to really pay attention to what your fears are saying. Be aware of you know, the shadow side, but be integrated.